In this video, we are going to design a simple control circuit utilizing only simple relay logic. So, for our example, we have here a conveyor belt and a rock crusher. So, there are obviously lots of different ways that you could control these and make them work in the way you design, but in this video, I am just going to make a pretty basic design to demonstrate an example of a control circuit. Alright, so let's now start actually making our control circuit. So if we think about our conveyor belt and rock crusher as a system, we definitely want a way to stop both of the machines immediately in case of an emergency. So therefore, I am going to add an emergency stop switch as the first thing in our circuit right here. So the next thing I am going to add is a start button for the system itself. So I add a normally open push button right here and make it a part of a self-holding circuit right here. So next I am going to add a normally closed button right here to act as a stop button for our holding circuit. Next, I am also going to add an indicator light here to show that the system is activated. And then I am going to add a relay here, which, when energized, closes its contacts here, making our self-holding circuit work. Alright, so before we move on, let's look at the functioning of our circuit here. So the current is able to travel from here through the normally closed emergency switch, as long as we haven't actually pressed the emergency switch. And then, when we press our start button to activate our system, the current now goes through here and energizes the relay, which then completes the holding circuit. So when we have stopped pressing the button, the circuit stays on until we press our off button for the holding circuit, closing the circuit and thus shutting down our system. So next up, I am going to use another relay contact from our first relay right here, and then I am going to add a normally open start switch right here, which then goes from there to a contactor's coil, like this. So if we again look at the operation of our circuit here, the current can go through here only when our system has been activated from our first circuit. So when this relay is energized, it also closes this contact. So now the current is able to go through here to the rock crusher's power switch. So when we want to turn the rock crusher on, the current goes to the contactor's coil, which then switches on the contactor, powering our rock crusher. And we can also turn off our crusher with the power switch. So it's important to note that we are powering the contactor's coil here, which then in turn controls the actual contactor's state. So it's the contactor's coil that is part of our 24-volt control circuit with which we turn on the crusher. But the actual contacts of the contactor itself are part of the power circuit, which will have a whole circuit diagram of its own, because we obviously can't power a powerful rock crusher or a conveyor belt with our 24-volt circuit. So next up, I am going to add another relay contact here from the contactor's auxiliary contacts, which are also not part of the power circuit, but are commonly part of the contactor's built-in control relays. And then we connect this to the coil of the contactor that's used for powering the conveyor belt itself. So if we again look at the functioning of our circuit now, we see that when the coil of this contactor energizes, it also closes this relay contact, which means that our contactor coil here closes, causing the contactor's coil to switch on our contactor, causing our conveyor belt to power on. Alright, so we now have a circuit like this, so let's look at the operating logic behind our circuit now. So as we can see, in order for us to turn on the crusher or conveyor belt, we first have to turn on our system by pressing this button here, which closes this contact right here. So now we are able to turn on our crusher by pressing its power switch right here. But notice that if we were to try and start our conveyor belt without the crusher running, it wouldn't start, because this contact closes only when the crusher is turned on. So we have made it so that the conveyor belt can only be turned on and move material to the crusher when the crusher is turned on. So if we now turn on our crusher, we can see that this contact is closed, so we are able to now start our conveyor belt. So in a nutshell, our control circuit ensures that we can turn both machines off with the emergency switch, and that neither machine can turn on without our system's control panel first being activated here. It also ensures that the conveyor belt can't dump material onto the rock crusher without the crusher running. Now, this demonstration circuit is not perhaps the best example of an actual circuit that's useful, and it doesn't even contain things like heat relays, etc. But I think you can see from this how you can use relays to create your own control circuits without PLCs and logic programs.